See the way this wall here sort of like kicks out there in the middle. And the slight damage to the post there. What has happened? A car has come down this road here. It's, for some reason, it hasn't stopped and gone pow into there. It's like sped across here and gone whacked. My shopping bags are there. It's just in front, ahead of my shopping bags, where it's hit the fence there, the brick there. And all that railing was all kicked out into the grassy area. That they've managed to put the original railing back, and they've managed to put the original stones back. All that had littered, all that together with like 2 sets of the railings there had littered into the cemetery. It's a cemetery, isn't it? Had littered all into the cemetery path. The railings are sort of like opened up like a gate kind of thing. They didn't really come off completely. But you could tell that whatever had hit it had really gone through, like, had basically gone through. And it's possibly the strength of the railings which have held. But is it sandstone, limestone, sandstone? It's a natural stone, isn't it? It's been quarried and brought up here, so they've put it back. All that had littered into, like, as if the car had hit, as you're seeing now, central there. Get me? And that pole there was say the left hand side of the gate, and say that was the right hand side of the gate, and that had like opened out, like the car had hit there, and all that was kicked through. It must have, based on the damage, it can't have just reared either left or right off this main road here. It must have come down, sped down. It must have sped down. It must have been, and obviously in an uncontrollable fashion, and gone through and kicked all this out. As to how far the vehicle had went into the cemetery, I didn't see that part. All I saw was the guys fixing it all up again. Well done to you for not just like disposing of the original stone. Wirral Borough Council, well done. Credit to where it's due. Credit where it's due for not just like throwing out the original stone and replacing it with nasty brick. And I hope in the future that you just come back and just like patch that up rather than, you know, do what I've just said, dispose of it and put like really nasty, cheap and nasty modern brick there. Please retain the original stonage, and if you do have to do further repairs, just patch it up with something nice, please. But yeah, it was a sight for sore eyes. I did, fortunately for me, I have a giggle in one eye, in one side of my face. I do giggle, but I did actually see it in the devastated state it was in. I did manage to see it, but I didn't have my camera with me. It was a mess. It was all littered into the cemetery. The gates there had opened up as if a gate that had been the left side and that was the right side, that the central of it, as if aka a gate had opened, as if it was a gate had opened up. Yeah, it must have been bombing it down from there. It must have been bombing it to go right over there and to continue with such great speed. Can you imagine the speed you would have had to have not littered all that through into the cemetery? Can you imagine the speed a car would have to have had? Incredible. Just in one side of the face, giggles.